This is Anita from AfroAsia TV, and we are here at the ongoing Seoul African Festival to interview some Africans on what they think about Koreans. So let's find out what they have to say. So, what do you think about Koreans in general? What do you think about Koreans?
All Koreans, they are kind. They're good people. Like some Koreans are kind, some Koreans are not kind. Like in any country, there is some kind people and not kind people. But in general, Koreans are kind.
Okay.
And they are so. If you need some help, they can help you like everywhere. And I like Korean.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, I've been here for some years. I've seen good Koreans, I've been not so good Koreans. But generally, I think if you understand Koreans, most of them are very kind.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. How about you?
Oh, I like Korea, and I think Koreans, they are nice, but it depends. But actually, in general, they are nice. Yeah.
Okay.
Well, I think Koreans generally are just emotional people, and they can be very extreme in a good way. A good Korean will be very good, and a mean Korean will be very mean.
I think that there's prejudice that Koreans do have, so I won't negate that. But I don't think it comes from an evil place in their heart. I think it's just literally ignorant sometimes. So I think that festivals like this and places like this where they can see different cultures represented, I think they're necessary so that this homogenous society can become more global and understand that Africa is not what you see on TV all the time. It's many people from different countries, not a continent, it's countries. And they can see that and learn that for themselves. So
Koreans, it depends. Koreans are different depending on the region, area where they live, and also there's a difference between Koreans who have been abroad and Koreans who never left the country before.
Okay.
Yeah, those who have been outside of the country before, they are more open to people.
Oh.
They are more kind and they're free to talk. If you want to
Okay.
talk
Like
to them.
that's in your opinion, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Obviously.
Okay.
That's my opinion. Compared to Korean who have been here.
What do you think about Koreans?
I think they're great. I haven't had a bad experience. I'm always talking to like the ajumonis and then ajushes and the harabojis and like the grandmother, grandfathers.
They're
very
so cute,
Korean and they're so helpful.
Yeah.
Even if I don't understand them, we can't talk, but they're always trying to help.
Yeah.
So it's nice. It's always really nice.
yeah,
Okay. How
They're
about
very
you?
hospitable, they're very nice and kind. They try and help you as much as they can.
Yeah.
And they're very curious too, so they'll ask you like a lot of questions and
I think on the surface they're a bit hard to understand, you know, because their culture is a bit different, you know. But when you get to know them, you know, they're really, you know, they're really giving, you know, and they have a lot of heart, and they're usually kind of shy, and you know, they don't really let you get very close. But you know, when you get to know them, and especially if you speak their language, you know, you really get to see that they're really lovely people.
So what do you think about Koreans in general?
Oh.
한국 사람들 어떻게
So
생각해요?
I think Korea is a great country, and also people here are really kind, even if they're curious, really curious about African, but they're really good, they're kind, they show us some respect, so I really appreciate it.
Yeah, well, Korean people somehow they are okay, they are good because anywhere you go you can find something different, which you don't expect.
Okay.
So that's a natural in the world because somehow I can't blame them in such kind of situation because, and I think most of them they don't know us, and once you don't know something,
You have to
sometimes you disvalue the position of the person.
Okay.
So that's why, but I don't see anything problems or whatever. Then I think everything is going good.
Okay. How about you, Sunshine?
Yeah, for me, Korean people are very good people because before coming to Korea, I didn't know about Korean people.
Okay.
When I came, there are people that they're open, not really that open, but they're kind. They're very kind. If they don't come to you is because maybe they think that you don't know the language, something like this.
So it's
But
hard to
it's hard to communicate.
But once that you made the step, they are really open, they talk with you and everything, so it's really good.
Okay.
And another thing is Koreans I think they're afraid of the language. You know, when they see a foreigner, when you approach them, at first I think they are afraid to be addressed in English and not being able to reply. So they prefer to run away instead of facing you.
Have you had any personal experiences like that?
Sure. I think personally I had a very bad experience my freshman year in the university. I mean, so many kids would come up to me and ask me if I lived on trees or if I wore leaves and all that. And even if I tried so hard to explain myself to them, it kept coming up like every day. So my freshman year was really not okay, but as time went on, I felt more, I understood the people and I knew how to deal with them. That was just one of them, and one very mean experience I had was when I auditioned for a modeling event, and the director walked up to me and said, they do not do dark skin models in Korea. And I was like,
come again?
Yeah, he said they do not do dark skin models.
Okay.
So I felt so left out, and that was really mean to say it to my face, right? And I was like, even if I was qualified and I worked so hard for it, I still could not get a chance just because of my skin color. So I felt it was really mean, and I felt so depressed about it. But aside that, I've equally had a very good Koreans who've helped me navigate through the system and understood the system till now.
I think if you're gonna come to Korea, you have to have an open mind because this is a homogeneous society, and so they may not be aware of a lot of things that we take for granted that we think everyone should know. So you should be open to
and patient
enough to recognize that when someone asks you, "Oh, your hair," it's not out of insult. It's just
curiosity.
Just
because they've never seen it before, or they've never really interacted with a black person before. So it's really great to sometimes be the first person that they interact with, and it's kind of our responsibility to educate them and teach them a bit.
Very true.
I totally agree with you guys.